In the valleys right now in La Crescenta, it's 82, Palms has 73, and it's 76 in Los Angeles. I'm Jane Platt, KFI News.
Ugh, sounds like a nightmare. Dennis, it makes house calls.
There's no escape.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. It's kind of like inviting your friendly neighborhood IRS agent over for lunch.
I was going to say you have to worry if they invite you over for bridge.
Ah. Ooh, I'm just going to let that one lay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau. It's 2:05. Now, the song of the hour this hour is Be Near Me from the group ABC. When you hear it, be caller number 14. You're going to win $100 coming up between now and 3 on the Great Entertainer, KFI. KFI 640 as we ride like the wind toward the weekend. Christopher Cross. And this is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau. It's 2:08. Yeah, we are on our way to the weekend. We've made it through Monday. That means it's all downhill. Steve will be back on Thursday, by the way. But Steve's not here. The money remains. I've got lots of $100 bills to give away this afternoon. You know, we made a decision here a couple of months ago. You know, we're not like the California State Lottery or some other radio stations that give away large sums of money to just a very few people. We figured, well, we'll have at least 1,000 winners of cash. And we are having more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station. Your chance to win with the song of the hour is coming up, well, in less than 45 minutes.
Everywhere you go these days.
Or you hit the on-ramp, push the traffic button. KFI 640. I'm Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center.
Steve Labeau, KFI 640.
Well, actually, that's a falsehood. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau. He'll be back on Thursday. Stevie Wonder. KFI 640 from 1971, Chicago, only the beginning. And Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 2:18 now. And when you're speaking of traffic, well, this time of day it's only just begun, the afternoon rush. Let's check in with Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center. How we looking now?
Well, Chuck, it's we're sort of getting ready for the big thing to come in the afternoon. We've got a few problems working.
Charlie Lee Brandt tonight. The other divisional race, the American League East, shows Toronto with a magic number of 3 and a 5-game lead over the Yankees. On Chris Roberts' Athletic Briefs, I'm John Riebenstewart.
You know, John, UCLA's ranked 17th this week in the UPI college football poll, and turns out they're the only Pac-10 team ranked in the poll. Kind of lean times for the Pac-10. Thank you, John. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 2:22. KFI 640 and the power of Phil Collins. KFI 640, Phil Collins, from the album No Jacket Required and One More Night. Well, it still sounds good, doesn't it? Just about 2:30, and joining us in the KFI newsroom with some 2:30 headlines is Jane Platt. Jane, before we go to you, I want to remind everybody that no, I haven't played the song of the hour yet, and when you do hear it, the number is to dial LA in the Valley 5201 KFI, Orange County, San Bernardino 9535 KFI. I just wanted to kind of slide that in there. It looks like
You did it real smoothly.
Well, thank you very much. I get a couple of brownie points for that, right?
You sure do.
Looks like a change in the cabinet, and we're not talking about Ronald Reagan's bedroom furniture either, are we?
No, we are not. We are talking about
KFI 640, and yes, another group called AHA. That's Take On Me. They're from Norway. It's 2:39. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau. And, you know, if I know anything about you, I know you're probably pretty excited about this new show we have here at KFI. It's called the Radio Game Show. We do it with Mark Richards every Monday through Saturday night starting at 6 o'clock, 3 hours of fun and games and music. Now, if you've heard how fun it is and maybe you played on the phone or tried to get through and had a little problem, well, all you have to do is come on up here to the radio station, be an in-studio contestant, and play for money. We are taking letters and postcards. Send one to us. Here's the address. The Game Show. Tickets, KFI Los Angeles, 90005. Starting soon, we'll have a live studio audience on Saturday nights, and it'll be a relatively small audience, so you need to get yours in. We have a limited seating availability. Now, most of the people, it's safe to say, that are in the audience will be participating and competing with someone on the telephone to win some cash or maybe one of the bonus prizes. So you've got a great chance. For your free tickets, drop us a letter or postcard and then join us in person to compete for your share of thousands of dollars with the radio game show. Only here on the great entertainer, KFI. We'll see how entertaining traffic is. Check in with Ken Gallagher in the traffic center next.
Campbell Automotive ahead, push the traffic button. KFI 640. I'm Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center.
KFI 640 remembers.
1964 and Beach Boy. KFI 640, a group called ABC and Be Near Me.
The message is... What's your reputation? What's your inclination? Next to me. What's your reputation? What's your inclination? Next to me. What's your reputation?
KFI 640 from the album How to Be a Zillionaire. That's Be Near Me. Kind of an appropriate title for the album because, that's the song of the hour. Time to give away some more money. Hello, who's this?
This is John Bigler,
John, where are you calling from?
Sherman Oaks.
Well, John, guess what?
Did I win?
You're number 439.
Excellent.
That's how many winners we've had so far. That's a lot of winners, isn't it?
Sure is.
But even more importantly, I've got $100 for you, John.
Great.
It's with the song of the hour. You heard the song. You just dialed us up, and it's pretty easy, isn't it?
Sure is.
You know, we're going to have more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station between this moment and the end of the year, and we're going to put your name on the winners list. Hang in for 7 days, wait, and you can win again, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for listening to KFI.
If you love to save, then now's the time.
KFI 640 and Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau at 256. You know, we're giving away so much money, it's almost embarrassing. You know, just throwing away all this money. If you want to win some of it, well, hang on. The song of the hour, another chance to win coming up between now and 4 o'clock on The Great Entertainer.
KFI 640. I'm Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center.
Thank you, Ken. KFI News Time 3:03. Well, after 4 games of the NFL season, the first head coach has been fired. It's time for sports with John Riebensdorf sitting in for Chris Roberts. John?
Randy, the Buffalo Bills are one of 2 winless teams in the NFL after 4 weeks of play, and they won only 2 games last season, so it wasn't surprising today that head coach Kay Stevenson was dismissed, replaced by assistant Hank Bolo, former head coach of the defunct Pittsburgh Maulers of the USFL. Moving to the baseball scoreboard, 2 finals this afternoon. Houston over Atlanta 2-0. The Cubs over the Pirates 4-3. The game Dodger fans are interested in is in the top of the 8th inning in San Francisco. The Giants lead 6-5 over the Reds. A Cincinnati loss and the Dodgers clinch a tie for the National League West title. A win tonight added on top of a Cincinnati loss, and the Dodgers win the West. The Angels are after the American League West crown. With 6 games to go, they're tied with the Kansas City Royals. The 2 teams meet in Game 2 of their 4-game series tonight in Kansas City, with Ron Romanek opposing the Royals' Charlie Lee Brandt. On Chris Roberts Athletic Briefs, I'm John Riebensdorf.
And KFI forecast 84, and it's 79 degrees in Los Angeles. I'm Randy Allison, KFI News.
That's kind of interesting. Put the patch behind your ear and it helps you stop smoking, right?
Isn't that?
Now, they've used those in the past. You said for seasickness,
Seasickness, right.
Thought of some other uses they might be able to use them for. Put a patch behind your ear to cure body odor, maybe stuttering, drinking. Maybe they could cure bad jokes.
Maybe.
Of course, if I put one behind my ear, I'd be left with no material.
Nothing to say.
Thank you, Randy. This is Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau. It's 3:06. The song of the hour. This hour is Heat Wave, always and forever. When you hear it this hour, be caller 16. And you're going to win $100 as we have more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station. Coming up. KFI 640, and your alibis are watertight. Sergio Mendez. And this is Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau. Steve's going to be back on Thursday. In the meantime, we'll keep you posted right now on the top 5 at the box office if you're thinking about maybe going to a midweek movie, or maybe this weekend you're planning on going to the movies. Number 5 movie as of last weekend is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Number 4 is Teen Wolf, still hanging in there. Number 3 is Back to the Future. Number 2 is Agnes of God. And in the top spot, jumps quickly up there, is Invasion USA. Kind of slim pickings now, but we are on the brink of the Christmas movie rush. Some good ones coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
KFI 640. Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau 317. One of the best love songs of all time from Heatwave. This is Always and Forever. KFI 640, yep, Always and Forever, Heatwave. That's another song of another hour, and we've got another $100 to give away. Hi, who's this?
Willie Hodge.
Willie?
Yes.
Where are you calling from?
San Juan Capistrano.
Well, you just won.
Are you kidding?
Oh, I'm serious.
I just dialed it. I heard that song, and it was so neat. I dialed and got through.
It's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Let me get out the KFI money computer here. Okay, I programmed in the, let's see. You are number 440. That's how many cash winners we've had.
My gosh.
Giving away a lot of money between now and the end of the year. Matter of fact, more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station.
Right, keep on.
We will keep on, and you've got $100.
Oh, that's great.
Enjoy the money, and thanks for listening to KFI.
All right.
All right, we'll go from the money computer to the traffic computer. See how things are computing on the freeways with Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center.
All right, things are not computing very well right now on the Santa Monica Freeway westbound at Hoover. It's a minor problem. They're running a traffic
Game series. The Cardinals lead the Mets by 3. Game 2 of a 4-game series in Kansas City just might be the most important game of the season for the Angels, tied for the top spot in the American League West with Kansas City. Right-hander Ron Romanic, the Angels' second-year pitcher, makes the start in the key game against the Royals' Charlie Leibrandt. The Royals have a few edges like the carpet at Royal Stadium, an overall winning record against the Angels at home, and Leibrandt sums it up.
Playing in front of a home crowd, 35,000 people, that can only help us. So that's what we're looking for, that kind of edge right now.
Kay Stevenson, who succeeded Chuck Knox when Knox took over in Seattle as the head coach, found out what a failure to emulate past success means in the NFL today after guiding the Bills to 2 victories last season and none this year in 4 games. Stevenson was fired by Bills owner Ralph Wilson today and replaced by assistant Hank Bulow, who once upon a time coached the Pittsburgh Maulers of the USFL.
Well, John, we had this bubbling champagne on ice here in the studio, all ready to start celebrating the Dodgers, but I guess the Reds threw a monkey wrench and all that, didn't they?
Certainly did this afternoon with another win by what I guess in Cincinnati they would call the valiant men of Rose. They keep coming back. But tomorrow the Dodgers play the Braves, and of course that should be, I think that should be about the end of it right there.
Well, we're going to keep a close eye on things.
That's the Dodgers, of course, magic number of 2 on Chris Roberts' Athletic Briefs. I'm John Riebenstorff.
Thank you, John. This is Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau, 326. Madonna on the Great Entertainer, KFI. KFI 640. Madonna and Dress You Up in Her Love. This is Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau, exactly 3:30. And joining us in the KFI newsroom with some 3:30 headlines is Randy Allison. Randy, before we do the headlines, I mean, there's something that is more important than anything else. More important than the Russians, Star Wars. It's amazing but true. Charlie Brown and the whole Peanuts thing is celebrating a 35th birthday this week. Now, that just seems totally inconceivable.
That's
to me.
right. Yeah.
He's aging
Can't
beautifully, though, isn't he?
Isn't he?
Yeah. I just can't imagine Chuck going through midlife crisis, but...
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I wonder if he'll ever grow up.
I don't know. Well, he's got a few years to go before he has to worry about things like that. But I just wanted to bring that up, and it's happy birthday, Charlie Brown. It looks like we're going to have to start buckling those seatbelts, though, right, Randy?
That's right, Chuck. Governor Duke Majan has...
Anyone to bring the best of it to you. Sure, it's a lot of work, but you'll know it's worth it the moment you sit down to any of Monterey Bay Canner's mesquite-broiled fresh catches, like these we have today.
Well, thank you there, Dave. I just talked with the folks out of Monterey Bay Canners, and today, believe it or not, they're offering 12 different fresh fish, including yellowtail, Atlantic cod, thresher shark, swordfish, and big eye tuna. If you're trying to decide what to do for dinner, definitely visit a Monterey Bay Canner's fresh seafood restaurant in West Covina, Northridge, Laguna Hills, Cerritos, or Oceanside Harbor. Monterey Bay Canners.
Well, I love the new Ford Bronco, too, you sold me.
KFI 640, saving all my love for you. Ooh, Whitney Houston and Chuck Tyler at 340, sitting in for Steve Labeau. He'll be back on Thursday, by the way. You know, here at KFI, we're kind of like a car dealership. We're overstocked with 1985 $100 bills. They're just as spendable as the 86 models, and we're giving away a bunch of them. It's called the Song of the Hour every hour, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Another chance for you to win with the Song of the Hour is coming up between now and 5 o'clock. Just kind of the tip of the iceberg. We also have a lot of winning with the radio game show every night, Monday through Saturdays, 3 hours of fun and games and music with Mark Richards. It starts at 6 o'clock. You'll be listening especially closely tonight. For the bonus game, we'll be giving away a record-a-call answering machine. That's tonight at 6 on the Great Entertainer, KFI.
Hi, Mr. Meagle. Out at Mountain, a non-injury accident. And on Rosemead, Surface Streets, Rosemead Boulevard, just north of the Pomona Freeway, they're working an injury accident there involving a motorcycle. Next time you see trouble ahead, push the traffic button. KFI 640. I'm Ken Gallagher in the KFI Traffic Center.
KFI 640. Remember.
Back in 1969, songs had a meaning. They had a message. They had a cause. Here's Na Na, Hey Hey. KFI 640, DeBarge, and you wear it well. With Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau, it's 3:51. Well, Steve might not be here, but the money is. We've got tons of money, literally, to give away. Well, not literally tons of money. That would probably be $1 billion. But we do have at least 1,000 cash winners that we're going to have between now and the end of the year. We're talking more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station. It's called the Song of the Hour. Each hour, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right after the news, we announce what the Song of the Hour is. Then later the hour, when you hear that song, you call us back. If you're the correct caller, you win the money, and, we could all use $100. Your next chance is coming up in less than 1 hour.
So bring it.
KFI News Time 4:02. Well, the Reds spoiled the Dodgers' hopes for a championship party tonight. For Chris Roberts, here's John Riebensdorf, KFI Sports.
Randy outfielder Eric Davis led the Reds to a come-from-behind 7-6 victory over the Giants this afternoon and kept Cincinnati's flickering National League West hopes alive. A bloop single to center field by Davis in the eighth scored the tying and go-ahead runs, giving him 3 hits, including a homer and 4 RBI on the afternoon. The Dodgers' magic number remains at 2, and a victory over the Padres tonight at Dodger Stadium will clinch a Western Division tie. 2 important games will be played in the state of Missouri tonight. The Angels, tied with the Royals for the American League West lead, are matched with Kansas City in Game 2 of their 4-game struggle, which should decide the division title. And National League East leader St. Louis hosts the Mets at Busch Stadium in the opener of a 3-game series. Cardinals are trying to protect a 3-game lead. A coaching change in the NFL this afternoon. Kay Stevenson fired as coach of the winless Buffalo Bills. Named to replace him is assistant Hank Bulow. Coming up at the half hour, Bobby Gritch on Angels starter Ron Romanic. On Chris Roberts Athletic Briefs, I'm John Riebensdorf.
Thank you, John. KFI says snappy little sports car that's poised at the edge of the hole with 2 wheels inside. Nobody is sure if sinkholes are covered by insurance or not. L.A. weather, fair skies tonight with lows in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer, highs in the mid-80s to upper 80s in the valley. Right now, it's 81 in Van Nuys. Torrance has 75, and it's 77 degrees in Los Angeles. I'm Randy Allison, KFI News.
So the old sinkholes eating cars up,
Can you believe it?
The model year is ending, and you see a lot of car commercials on TV. Of course, you hear them on the radio, too.
Right.
I was trying to imagine what theirs would be like. Something like, we've got to move them before we lose them. Oops, there goes another one. It's our sinkhole sale. There goes another one. They'll do anything to sell a car.
You're right.
Thank you, Randy. This is Chuck Tyler for Steve Labeau. It's 4:05. The song of the hour this hour is Aretha Franklin, Freeway Love. When you hear it, be caller number 15. You're going to win $100 from the Great Entertainer, KFI.
All I know.
KFI 640 Fleetwood Mac's got love in store. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 4:08. We also have some money in store for you with a song of the hour coming up between now and 5 o'clock. But what's more important than money and love? Well, it's got to be traffic. Hopefully, no big traffic problems in store for you. We'll check in with Bruce Wayne up in the plane, checking on traffic coming up next.
Don Pardo here. It's Italian.
Cornell pepperoni. Italian taste made simple.
All right, time to take it high in the sky for America's foremost palm reader, acupuncture therapist, and traffic reporter. It's Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky.
Okay, any night that we don't have a Bruce Springsteen concert, we know our traffic is going to be better than average, I'll tell you. Now, tomorrow night, all over again, I guess we have another concert down at the Coliseum, and we'll have a Dodger game and all that good stuff downtown. But this afternoon, we...
KFI 640, Dr. My Eyes, 1972, Jackson Brown. And this is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau. But don't despair, Steve will be back on Thursday. Steve was nice enough, though, to leave some money, lots of money, as a matter of fact. We're giving it away with KFI Song of the Hour, and we're as yet to play it this hour. So hang on between now and 5 o'clock, a chance for you to win $100. But first things first, we've got to go high in the sky, check in with Bruce Wayne. He is keeping an eagle eye on traffic. Bruce, you know, something really interesting happened to me last night on my way home from the station.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, on the freeway, and since that's right up your alley, I was driving along at, 62 miles an hour, which is the speed I usually go when and if I'm able to do that.
Right.
I guess I shouldn't admit that. I was going along at 55 miles an hour.
Of course you were.
And this guy sped up alongside me in the high-speed lane, rolled his window down, waved at me frantically, so I rolled my window down, and he asked for a light at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, crazy things happen out here.
They really do. I thought what we'd do today is talk about freeway follies, maybe some crazy, unique, interesting, funny things that have ever happened to you on the freeways, or, maybe some of your friends have told you about, or something you've seen that was kind of bizarre on the freeway. If you've got some stories, give us a call. LA in the Valley, 5201 KFI. Orange County, San Bernardino, 9535 KFI. Hopefully there aren't a lot of people out there making funny stories today, though.
No, they're not. As a matter of fact, they're doing pretty well so far. We have had a couple of trouble spots. One of them right at Rosecrans. That's a stall in the right lane. Artesia Freeway eastbound west of Long Beach Boulevard. They're now talking about a car that's gone off the roadway and right into the ice plant. And Golden State Freeway southbound north of the Hollywood Freeway. Watch out for a problem in the high speed lane. And next time you're caught in a traffic jam, push the traffic button. KFI 640. Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky.
Hey, Bruce, next time we talk to you, we'll check in for maybe one of your freeway follies, too, okay?
Okay, I've got one or two.
All right.
Dodger Stadium. Buffalo Bills have named assistant coach Hank Bulow as their new head coach, replacing the ousted Kay Stevenson. Stevenson got his pink slip this afternoon after the Bills were winless in their first 4 games. And the Chargers have dropped defensive coordinator Tom Bass and promoted Dave Adolph to the position.
Well, I tell you, John, I know coaches are hired to be fired, but 4 games into the season, that seems just a little touch early there, isn't it?
I think both coaches that were fired today had short planks left over from last season. Stevenson was 2-14, and of course the Charger defense has been maligned and maligned and maligned.
Boy, I tell you, 4 games, though, that's very insecure business, almost as bad as radio.
Certainly is. On Chris Roberts' Athletic Briefs, I'm John Ravenstewart.
Well, good news, John. They've renewed our contracts for another week, so we're here to stay. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau, 425 on the Great Entertainer, KFI. KFI 640. Corey Hart, Never Surrender. Chuck Tyner coming up on 4:30, and joining us in the KFI newsroom with some 4:30 news headlines is Randy Allison. Randy, before you get to the headlines, I don't know if you heard Bruce and I talking about the freeways a few minutes ago, as Bruce was doing a traffic report, and we decided we'd open up the phones and do freeway follies.
Oh, good.
Crazy things that people have seen on the on the freeways. And I was mentioning to Bruce, this guy at 60 miles an hour last night on my way home asked for a light. He was in the high-speed lane, and obviously I didn't give him one. Very dangerous. But we got somebody hanging on the phone here. Let's go to the phones and find out another freeway folly. Go ahead.
I drive a truck, and it has U.S. mail in like 2-inch letters on the side of the truck. And I had some lady on the 101 freeway down in Van Nuys area, try to get me to pull over just to take a letter from her.
You're kidding. On the freeway?
Yeah, I'm going 55 miles an hour, you know, trying to get back to Van Nuys with a load of mail, and this lady's trying to flag me down and take one letter from her. She followed me all the way off to Sherman Way off-ramp.
I guess she was looking for maybe a handoff in the high-speed lane or something.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Now, there are some bizarre things that happen in the freeways, and if we've got some freeway follies, give us a call, L.A. in the Valley, 5201 KFI, Orange County and San Bernardino, 9535 KFI. Even the governor is trying to get in on the act here, I guess. He wants us to buckle up on the freeways.
That's right. Governor Duke Majan has signed a bill that would require California...
Take two. Go ahead. Click. Take two.
Really, that freeway stuff got me all flustered. Governor Duke Majan has signed a bill that would require California...
KFI 640, Aretha Franklin, and a freeway of love. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 440. Speaking of freeways, got a lot of freeway follies, all kinds of crazy stories people are calling in with. Strange, unusual, interesting events that happen on the freeway. And, you see them just about every day. We'll take some more freeway calls here in just a minute, but we've got to give away some more money. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Hello, who's this?
Janine Hoskins.
Where are you calling from, Janine?
Chatsworth.
Well, you just won.
Oh, my God.
You are winner number 441, as we have more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station.
Oh, fantastic.
You know how much money you won, Janine?
How much money?
Take a guess.
$100.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
We've got a check in the mail to you, Janine. Do you have any special plans for the $100?
Oh, I think I might just pay some bills with it.
Good idea. Pay some of mine while you're at it, okay? All right, enjoy the money, and thanks for listening to KFI. And this traffic report is brought to you by Delta Airlines as we take it high in the sky with Bruce Wayne. Bruce, we got on the subject of freeway follies, unique, interesting, strange, funny things that happen on the freeways.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about serious things. These are the funny kind of things. By the way, Randy Allison in the news department has a funny one to do here about 45 minutes from now. But I figured we'd get your best freeway folly, something you've seen that really stood out.
Okay. You want it now or later?
Go ahead and hit it with us right now.
Okay. All right. This is a story happened several years ago. Highway Patrol dispatcher called in and said there's a fellow riding northbound on the Hollywood Freeway passing Barham Boulevard. He's in the right lane doing 35 to 40 miles an hour. He was in a shopping cart.
Oh, no.
True story.
Well, that's pretty fast for a shopping cart. He should have been in the high-speed lane.
I know.
That's a good one.
Or at least the express checkout, right?
Exactly. Well, we got somebody hanging on the phones here, Bruce, with hopefully as funny a folly. Let's go ahead and take it to the phones. Hello, you got a story for us?
Driving down the freeway, and the guy in the car next to me was playing a trumpet while he was driving down the freeway.
You're kidding.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
Maybe it was Doc Severinsen on his way to the Tonight Show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how did he sound?
I couldn't hear him. I just had to take a double take. I couldn't believe it that somebody's driving down the freeway playing a trumpet.
Better that than a set of drums, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, well, thanks.
Or a tuba.
All right, it's Freeway Follies. You can give us a call on the KFI request lines. In the meantime, Bruce, how are we looking out there?
I tell you, we got our own follies going out here on the Pasadena Freeway northbound and San Diego Freeway. An accident. Santa Monica Freeway eastbound east of Normandy. A stall on the center divider. And San Diego Freeway southbound north of Roscoe. They're just reporting a stalled car. Before you hit the on-ramp, push the traffic button. KFI 640. Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky.
KFI 640. Remember.
1966, Beatles, Michelle on KFI. KFI 640 and Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 447. Another song, another hour, another song of the hour coming up between now and 6 o'clock for $100. KFI 640, Tears for Fears. Head over heels. And this is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 451 now. If you think trying to make it home through traffic is fun, well, you ought to try the radio game show every Monday through Saturday night starting at 6 o'clock with Mark Richards. He's your host. and he's got thousands of dollars in cash and prizes to give away every week. Also, we're looking for a studio audience. If you'd like to be a part of the whole game show experience, well, send us a letter or postcard. The address is Tickets, Game Show, KFI, Los Angeles, 90005. Starting soon, we're going to have a live studio audience on Saturday nights, and most of the people in the studio audience will actually have an opportunity to participate and win some money and prizes. It's the Game Show tonight at 6 o'clock on the Great Entertainer, KFI.
In the sky.
Thank you, Bruce. KFI News Time, 5:02. The race is on in the National League West. For Chris Roberts, here's John Riebensdorf, KFI Sports. John?
Randy, just when it appeared that the lights were being turned out on the Reds today, they bounced back with 2 runs in the 8th inning to upend the Giants 7-6 and keep the Dodgers division magic number at 2. The Reds can't prevent the Dodgers from clinching a tie in the division tonight. Dodgers need a win over the Padres to earn that accomplishment. The Angels and Royals are close to their moment of truth. 6 games are left for both teams. They're dead even in the American League West. That will change tonight with Game 2 of their 4-game series. Ron Romanek versus the Royals' Charlie Lebrand at Royal Stadium in Kansas City. First pitch a half hour away. 2 finals posted in afternoon baseball. The Cubs over the Pirates 4-3. Houston 2, Atlanta nothing. The coaching career of Kay Stevenson with the Buffalo Bills is over. Stevenson, who guided the Bills to only 2 wins in their last 20 games, was replaced by Hank Bullitt today. Coming up at the half hour, a look at the Dodgers and the Padres. On Chris Roberts' Athletic Briefs, I'm John Riebensdorf.
Thank you, John. KFI says rain, sunny and warmer, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Right now, 76 in El Segundo. Sherman Oaks has 83, and it's 75 degrees in Los Angeles. I'm Randy Allison, KFI News.
So it turns out a few people have most of the goodies.
Right.
Right? Well, you know, here at KFI, we have the responsibility. We're doing what we can to redistribute the wealth. You know how?
That's right.
We're giving away a lot of money. Right. As a matter of fact, this hour, thank you, Randy. Wasn't that smooth?
You're welcome.
The song of the hour is Neil Diamond's Desiree. We're going to redistribute $100 into your pocket if you're caller number 12 when you hear Mr. Diamond at KFI. KFI 640, America, you can do magic. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 5:09, and we have some magic for you in the form of lots of cash and prizes. Thousands of dollars worth, as a matter of fact, every Monday through Saturday night. It's the radio game show starting at 6 o'clock on KFI. Tonight, we'll have a bonus game like we do every weeknight. When you hear that bonus game sound, call in, and if you win, you get a record-a-call answering machine on top of the money. We'll start the game show at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, we'll check in with Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky, looking at traffic next.
So, I'm totally into astrology, okay? So
Joe McPherson in the Irvine Auto Center, where the Santa Ana and San Diego freeways meet. Take the Lake Forest exit to Joe McPherson Chevrolet, where 7.7% financing on selected models ends October 2nd.
All right, we're trying to keep you out of trouble this afternoon on the freeways. Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky, keeping an eye on traffic, and we're also doing the Freeway Follies. Bruce, I got an interesting call. A young man called in and said, is this a station with a freeway bloopers? We've got a bloopers show now on the radio. I like that name better. We'll call them the Freeway Bloopers. But just, interesting, crazy, funny things that you've seen happen on the freeway. We've got another caller hanging on, Bruce. Why don't we hop on the phones here? Go ahead with your freeway blooper.
Well, my cousin decides to get up on top of the car one night on the freeway.
You're kidding.
So I guess some lady cut me off, and he decided to talk to her, only the catch was from up on top of the car.
No. All right, well, I think this is where we have to say, don't try this at home.
Right.
Or in your car. I hope we're not setting a bad example here, Bruce.
It's giving us some ideas, I got to tell you.
It seems kind of strange, but I guess you do have to tell people, don't stand on the roof of your car going at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, or don't ride a shopping cart through going too fast. Yeah,
Exactly.
Those are good hints out on the freeways, believe me.
We're taking some calls. Give us a call. Let us know your freeway bloopers. All right.
Okay, let me tell you about a freeway you don't want to be driving on right now. It's the outbound San Bernardino Freeway, and we found the...
KFI 640. We do have a great reason for you to keep your radio on KFI at night. It's Pillow Talk with Bill Meyer. 4 hours of love songs, romantic conversation, Monday through Saturday nights at 9 o'clock. Tonight at 9 on KFI. Here's Neil Diamond, Desiree.
It was the
KFI 640, Neil Diamond, Desiree, and Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 519. We're going to take it up in the sky, take a look at traffic with Bruce Wayne and KFI in the sky. Bruce, I'm trying to remember something. There's some significance to that song. I can't quite remember what it is. Do you happen to remember what the meaning of that song is?
I think it's very important, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's the song of the song of the hour.
That's what it is.
That's what it's called.
The money music.
Let's give away $100.
All right.
Who's this?
Hi, Karen. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fillmore.
Well, Karen, the city of Fillmore is $100 richer.
I can't believe it. I have been trying you guys ever since you have started your games.
Seriously?
Way back, all the way back from, I don't know how long.
A long, long time ago.
A long time ago.
Well, I'm glad you finally got through.
I can't believe it.
$100 for you. As a matter of fact, you are winner number 442 as we go for more cash winners than any other Los Angeles radio station.
Must be my lucky number, huh?
You got it. Are you going to put that $100 to good use?
Oh, you bet.
Well, spend it in good health, and thanks for listening to KFI.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, we're giving away a lot of money, Bruce, aren't we?
Fantastic. Another winner. I love it.
Yep, and we'll have a lot of winners tonight, too, with the radio game show starting at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm afraid we've stacked up all the losers on one freeway this afternoon. All of our freeways are fairly heavy, but boy, are we having trouble.
To the Buffalo Bills, Hank Bulla replaced him.
Okay, one more time now. What's the story with the Dodgers? Let's see. We can't clinch first place tonight, right? Because the Reds lost, but
the Reds won.
The Reds won, so we can clinch a tie though with the victory.
A tie, and of course tomorrow, no matter what the Reds do, if the Dodgers win tonight, win tomorrow, it's all over.
And our magic number is 2. Now, what's the San Francisco Giants magic number?
The magic number's about 1999.
I think so.
On Chris Roberts' Athletic Briefs, I'm John Riebenstewart.
Thank you, John. This is Chuck Tyner, 525, sitting in for Steve Labeau this afternoon. Aretha Franklin on the Great Entertainer, KFI. KFI 640. This song, Aretha Franklin and Who's Zoomin' Who. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau, approaching 5:30, and joining us in the KFI newsroom, Randy Allison with some 5:30 headlines. Randy, I know you're pretty busy back there in the newsroom. Maybe you've caught snippets of us talking about the Freeway follies. Guy called in and called it Freeway bloopers. Crazy, unique things that happen on the freeways. We've had people standing on car roofs of cars. A guy that was cited for speeding for going 60 miles an hour on a skateboard.
No.
We've had a guy that a lady called in and said she was driving down the freeway and saw this weird guy playing a trumpet while he was driving. And a few minutes ago, I got a call from the guy with the trumpet who wanted the lady's numbers.
No.
So, seriously. I mean, there's plenty of stories. You don't have to make crazy things
I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yes, I do. This was the day before Halloween, and it was the Pomona Freeway, and there was a coffin. And
No.
I'm not kidding. It was in the freeway.
On the freeway?
Uh-huh. It became wood debris very quickly.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But, yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, as long as it was an empty coffin.
I think it was.
Yeah, well, that's good. So we're taking Freeway follies. If you've got one, give us a call on the KFI request lines. But if you're a watchable kind of guy, now's your chance to hit the big time, right, Randy?
That's right, Chuck. This coming Sunday, October 6th, judges in Pasadena will sit down.
KFI 640, part-time lover, Stevie Wonder. This is Chuck Tyner for Steve Labeau at 540. If you're into eating McDonald's and you like pizza, well, you're in luck. They're kind of extending their product line. At least they're testing in Philadelphia. McDonald's restaurants testing a new product, the McPizza. Kind of different. They've tried McRib in the past. So we've got the new McBLT. Next, it's going to be McSushi. But we'll keep watching for that. We'll check in with Bruce McWayne, KFI in the Sky on the McTraffic next.
To members by the Enter Insurance Exchange of the Automobile Club of Southern California.
This traffic report brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. Take it high in the sky for Bruce Wayne, keeping an eye on traffic this afternoon. And Bruce,
yes, sir.
We are once again joined by his honorary Mark Richards, host of the radio game show here at KFI.
Hi, fellas. How you doing?
Oh, I know what that means. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to ask us one of these great questions.
Here's a KFI helpful hint.
Now this is one of the questions you're going to be asking tonight on the game show.
Guaranteed, between 6 and 9.
All right.
Here's a helpful hint for you single ladies out there who are not sure whether or not you should get hooked up with a certain guy.
Okay.
All right. Now, according to doctors at the University of Georgia, the best way for a woman to judge if a man will make a good husband is for her to closely observe how comfortable it is for him to say a certain well-known sentence. Now, what do you think that well-known sentence is?
Okay, I know what it is.
What is it?
I love you.
Did you ever had trouble with that phrase?
What, me?
Bruce, I've been meaning to tell you that I love you too, Bruce.
Well, now that we're into this together here, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say if you're right or wrong, Bruce.
Okay.
But you're close, all right?
All right.
And the answer will be given tonight between 6 and 9 on the radio game show.
Bruce?
Okay, you got it.
I still love you.
Thank you anyway. Okay, out on the freeway system, one freeway that's going to be coming southbound on the Santa Ana freeway. By the time you pass the 605, you'll make good time down toward the Orange County line. Before you hit the on-ramp, push the traffic button. KFI 640. Bruce Wayne, KFI in the sky.
KFI 640. Remember.
1968, B.J. Thomason, Hooked on a Feeling. KFI 640, she can act, she can sing, she looks nice, and she's Dionne Warwick's cousin. I think she's on the road to being a superstar, Whitney Houston, and you give good love. 5:51 now, and speaking of superstars, we have our own version of a superstar. His name is Mark Richards. He's the host of the radio game show here at KFI, Monday through Saturday nights. From 6 till 9, you can win your share of thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. Tonight, by the way, in the bonus game, when we do that, you can win a record-a-call telephone answering machine. So if you want to win some money or you want to win an answering machine or all kinds of great prizes, hang around. Starting at 6 o'clock tonight, it's the game show only on the great entertainer KFI.
The new low fares to Seattle.
So romantic.
Well, it's like that every night.
I love Pillow Talk. Great love songs. All those fun features.
Monday through Saturday nights at 9 o'clock on the great entertainer.
I'm in the mood.
KFI 640.
That's going to wrap it up for Chuck Tyner. I'll see you back here tomorrow, 2 o'clock for Steve Labeau. The radio game show with Mark Richards is coming up next. KFI.